going to do a couple different things today. Unfortunately, we're assigning the essay.
Each morning, Danny Bliss picks up Ben Canning at his apartment in San Francisco, and they drive together to Sequoia High School in Redwood City, where they're both third-year teachers. Bliss and Canning are not merely colleagues, but also friends who both attended the Stanford Teacher Education Program. They are two of many Sequoia teachers who attended what is called STEP.
And one of the best things about Sequoia is that, you know, I feel like when I'm coming to work, I'm kind of like I did, and one of the reasons I really liked high school as a student is I'm like, so many of my friends work here. So many of my colleagues are also my friends. I remember my first day, you know, after 2 periods, running down to another STEP graduate's room, being like, all right, I made it through 2 periods.
In California, you know, the number of kids who are English learners and the number of kids who are academically underprepared is tremendous. When candidates come to STEP, you know, they say, oh, well, I want to be a math teacher. I want to be a physics teacher. I want to be a biology teacher, right? I want to be a history teacher. And very early on, you know, I tell them, guess what? You have to be a language teacher and you have to be a literacy teacher, because your 10th graders read at 5th or 7th grade level, and so they don't have access to the textbook.
How can you respect a religion that forces women to polygamous marriages, forbids them to drive cars, and subjects them to humiliation and instant coercion? In fact, none of these practices are Islamic at all.
Okay, good. Polygamous is how you pronounce this word. Anyone know what that means? Polygamous? What do we know? What do we know that? Do you know what it means?
No,
what?
It means a lot of something.
A lot of something. How do you know that it means a lot of something?
Poly means more.
And what other poly word do we know?
Polytheistic.
Polytheistic. That's awesome, you guys, that you made the jump from polytheistic to polygamous. It's going to be hard not to write a good paragraph if you have a solid thesis, because the thesis is like the foundation of your paragraph, and later when we move on to writing full essays, it's still kind of the foundation. Okay, so we're going to work intensely on making sure that your thesis statements make sense, that they're well supported, and so on.
I don't know if STEP would 100% approve of what we're doing now, but we're better than the average physics class in that we do a lot of labs. We're experimenting with the use of clickers, which in themselves aren't necessarily STEP approved, but the discussion techniques that we're using and the peer instruction technique that we're using and developing would be STEP probably approved or ESC, just because it's a lot of literacy development.
I think that it has created an environment that makes people want to go to work even after, you know, even on the heels of you know, a terrible day.
For the Peninsula Press, this is Daniel Bohm.